Harvest is over, it's a dad's weekend, and we're gonna kick it off strong by picking up the truck we just bought at auction yesterday. I got the kids loaded up. We're gonna go hook up to the trailer and head out and see what we purchased, and I am super excited about it, so stick around. You guys all loaded up, ready to pick up the truck? You excited, buddy? Nice. We're ready to rock. This trailer will be good for picking it up because it's not insured or anything like that. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited to see it because, you know, bought it sight unseen on an auction, and there's a lot of ways that it could be a great value buy, or a lot of ways it can go terribly wrong. I'm hoping that it's the first one because it's a nice truck, looks like it was well taken care of, and then it got stolen, and hopefully it wasn't some crazy tweaker who was doing some nasty stuff in there, and they just got pulled over from Saskatchewan and they came to Manitoba and they got pulled over, and hopefully that's all that happened. But yeah, I'm excited to see the goodies, any aftermarket bits on it, what the tires look like, options, and there's a bunch of stuff in the truck that I'm gonna have to burn, which I'm gonna clean it up tonight. And I love buying auction vehicles because you get all this stuff, and usually there's like one or two decent things in it. I found a lot of Mastercraft tools, which even if they're broken, you take them back to Canadian Tire, they'll give you a brand new one. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm excited. Let's head out. First step of the day, we have to come to the farm, print off some paperwork to pick up the truck. Now we got the kids, they've been fully amped up by this guy. We're gonna go get that truck quickly, see what it's like. Hopefully it starts and runs, and hopefully it's just nice, comes on the trailer good, won't have any issues. Every time I'd load the Dodge Vans on here, we would bottom out on that gooseneck or the beaver tail, so I would think it will have enough space, but we're gonna find out. It's been an awesome truck, but I'll be happy to see it go. I think we see it. Looks pretty good for now. There we are. Pretty nice looking truck. Could use some tires in the back. Comes with a bike. Oh, it's got a fifth wheel hitch in it already. That's a nice slip tank. It's got tools. Interesting. Decent amount of tools. It's a good wrench. That sucks. Definitely gonna have to figure that one out. See if it runs. Lights up. It's running. Here we go. It's got an engine light, but I don't know. We'll see. Looks pretty nice. Got an intake on it. I don't know what they're supposed to sound like, but I don't know. All in all, it's got some PPF on it, like a pretty decent looking truck. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I like it. There we go, we got her loaded up. I think it's a pretty nice truck. Needs a little bit of work, but I'm pretty happy with it. First thing he does is climbs underneath. He's like, I'm looking at the engine. What did you see underneath there? What's going on, buddy?
It has a little oil leak.
It has an oil leak. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, it's a Cummins, right? It's got an oil leak, that means it got oil. Thanks for the help, buddy. He knows what he's looking for. Just making our way through security here, and then we're out of here. Andrew says he's finding some good stuff in here.
This for the girlfriend?
There we go, buddy. You can have that. That one, you paid for half of it. Says there's a ton of tools. He found a scanner in there. It's all about the little, a new toe strap. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's one of the funnest parts is going through and seeing what you find. That flip tank is nice. We got tool kits. I don't know if Buddy's qualified to open it. He doesn't open a tool kit very often.
That's on the line.
One of these Oh, chisels? Oh, what is this? What kind of chisel thing is this?
I don't know, a holder so you don't screw up your hands. That seems pretty slick. I'm excited to see what we all find in here. Is that another scanner or what is?
It's like storage back here.
Tons, yeah.
I like this.
I think that's another scanner in there. Or is that a tuner maybe? What is
You got
that?
a bunch of rigid stuff.
That's slick. Yeah, what is that? That's the tuner. No way.
Yeah, this is for sure for your truck.
Yeah, that's the tuner. That's what I'm talking about. You want to see, dude? We're gonna see this. We're gonna play with this all weekend while Mom's gone. We're gonna take it for a cruise. So what do you think? Yeah. Is that decent?
I think we'll have like thousands of dollars.
Stolen, man. That's the ticket. Oh man, we need a bunch of big sockets and stuff. We didn't steal it. Someone else stole it and we bought it. Oh, thanks, buddy. I like it. I think we'll make something work. All right, we made it back to our place. Let's get this thing unloaded. And then we'll get the cab cleaned out and go for a drive after the kids get up from their nap. Fun stuff, I'm telling you guys, this is a great time. First thing I need to do is just clean out all the junk, because there's tons of stuff in there. We'll get the burn barrel going, get the slip tank out of there, get that for sale. Just go through it, clean it out, refresh it, and then we can check oils and go for a drive. New bike. See what else we find. Spent like 45 minutes, cleaned out the box. We gotta get that out of there yet. And we have cleaned up the cab. And holy smokes, is this ever sweet? Look at that. You can open that up, you got storage. Tons of room in the back here. I'm excited about that because when you have car seats in here, you lose room quick. And yeah, we got this cleaned up. We're gonna vacuum it, blow it, wipe it down. And then quickly check like tire pressures, oils, that sort of thing. And then when the kids get up, we go for a test drive, see how it runs. Has a tuner in it, 5-stage. Obviously it was set on max, so I don't know, we'll see what it does. It's got movable foot pedals. It's heated and cooled seats. That's wild. Heated steering wheel. And it's got rear heated seats. That is nuts. My kids do not need that. I'm excited about the sunroof. Never had one, but I don't know, I think it'll be pretty cool. Cleaned it out today. We had a bunch of fun driving around, me and the kids. I really like it. It's definitely more of a solid, like, it's a better driving truck than what I have currently. Not to say it's a better truck, that one's just got a lot of miles on it. I'm enjoying it. Definitely have to get used to the big fat dually, and I didn't think about filling tires. I hate filling semi tires, and this is the same thing but smaller, so that sucks. Now we are gonna remove the slip tank, throw it in the shop, I guess, take some pictures of it and get that thing sold. I'm happy to get that thing out of there. It actually, like, you have no visibility with that in there. It's just so tall. It's a nice tank for what it's supposed to be, to have a gooseneck in here, but too tall for what I'm doing. I think you kind of just have to do it now that you have a Dodge. And honestly, I have a really hard time seeing well out of those mirrors. And they're a lot better when they're flipped up. So I got a dually, right? So I can do those sort of things without having a trailer. Yesterday we cleaned out the truck completely, and then in the evening took the slip tank out because hard to see past that, and we're gonna sell it. We don't need it. Might as well get as much money out of this thing as we can. I kind of just hosed it off because the pressure washer broke, but we're just going over it, doing little things here and there, trying to tune it up. One thing is it's missing the antenna, And everything on this truck is like the same as the Dodge Grand Caravan, and I got to parts one in the shop, so I figured we'd see if this antenna fits. That'd be pretty sweet. We just fixed the front air dam, came loose. I would say the antenna looks very much the exact same. Oh yeah, beautiful. Gotta love when everything is the exact same when it's the same manufacturer, because like all the buttons in here and the front dash, it's all the exact same as the van. So there's lots of places you can get parts for these things. This thing looks ancient with this big old stick coming off of it. Good looking truck. I'm excited to use it. It definitely feels a lot more sturdy than that thing, which that has been a fantastic truck as well. I've loved it, but be cool to try something else. We are out here again, just tinkering around on the truck, checking it out, getting to see what we think. And I am a huge fan. I really like it. Seems to drive nice. I mean, I haven't driven a ton, but it's a lot of power. Anyways, we are here. We lost power, so we got to turn this bin fan on, and then we're gonna go back in the truck and do some stuff. So I'm kind of just playing around with the truck, figuring out the buttons like cruise control, and not cruise control, but for the high idle, because you can set it like when it's in park. I think it just kicked on actually. We had to add washer fluid, and it says on the dash no fuse, but it doesn't tell me what's missing a fuse, and I'm just trying to get rid of all the lights that I can. So we're gonna go through all the fuses, see if there's anything blown. The heated steering wheel, woe is me, it doesn't work. So I kind of want to figure that one out. There's a few things that it could be. We'll try the easy ones and then go from there. But it's nice to kind of get all this stuff working, and I think I can program it to the garage door opener for the shop with the buttons, so then I can just, without having the clicker, which that's pretty nice. We need one of these yellow 20s. Come here. Looks good. Let's go throw it in that truck and see if that message shuts off. That would be awesome. We threw it in there. Let's see what happens. Hey, doesn't say no fuse anymore. There we go. We're making progress. Still says that though, because it doesn't have a radio. We are heading to the shop to pick up the truck from getting safetied. We dropped it off this morning. They said it was in good shape, actually. And it just needed a front headlight, which burnt out yesterday evening. And it's got a broken spring in a rear leaf pack. So we have to get that fixed and put in a light bulb, and then it'll be safetied, which that's awesome. Back working on the truck, and so there was that missing fuse code on the dash. So we put a fuse in there. Now that's gone. But there's also a mass airflow sensor code, which the MAF is run off of fuse M21, and it seems like that is also missing. So I don't know if this guy was just going through fuses and pulling them out somewhere or wherever, or what. But we're gonna throw a fuse in here, and if that works, we should lose the engine light, which would be pretty sweet. Not sure why all those fuses were missing, but we put new fuses in for both locations, and now the check engine light is off, which that's crazy to me. A little weird. I wouldn't be surprised if we pop a fuse here maybe, and then we start figuring out why this is doing it, but for now, that's pretty nice. We fixed two of the issues we were having with the truck by just replacing fuses because they were missing, and now I'm looking at the park assist system, which I don't necessarily need, but I want everything to just be good with the truck. Like, I just want it to all work. I don't want any messages to pop up. I'm not interested in that. So there's one popping up for the park assist system, and we're just gonna try a fuse and see if it's missing as well. So it's M34, it's a 10 amp mini. Let's take a look. And sure enough, if you look here, M34 is right over here, and if we look here, the top right corner should be a red mini fuse, and it's missing as well. So we got one here out of the parts van. We will throw that here. And can we go 3 for 3? Can we get a hat trick of fixing issues with just fuses? Because that never happens. And to be fair, it hasn't happened yet, but we're gonna see. So I had originally thought that the park assist system was going off because we're missing the radio, but the radio doesn't have anything to do with it. Apparently, the module is up here in the headliner. So there you go. No park assist message, and the light is working now. Park assist system off. It's working properly. That is crazy. Why were all these fuses missing? Let's see if we can see it. That's pretty slick. Shows you how close you are on what side, and I would think it would pop up here as well. But hey, it works. I like it. I like when things work. Now, I know this is crazy, but heated steering wheel doesn't work. Shuts off right away. I think since the light lights up that it's not a fuse, but we have to check at this point. So either this truck has some crazy electrical gremlins and all 4 fuses that I put in that fixed all 4 of my problems start popping, then I need to buy a lottery ticket, because like I'm pretty lucky. I would say you never fix 4 problems with just fuses. You always check the fuse box, but that's never the problem. So wild. Once I figured out that the fuse that was for the rear heated seats was also missing, and the rear seats didn't work, I realized, which I'm not concerned about. I checked that fuse and it was missing. So 4 for 4. That's wild. But now I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We need to get a radio, and it's good, which is wild. So here we are. We're driving my new to me 2012 Ram 3500 dually. It is a Laramie Longhorn. Some people might say that's the horse girl version of a truck, but I don't care, because I married a horse girl, and sure, it's got different stitching and Western theme inside, but hey, I like it. That's sweet. So it has 245,000 kilometers on it, which is like brand new to me. This truck here, I bought it 4 years ago with 320,000 or 320,000 kilometers on it. It's at 480,000 now. This thing I bought for 3,600 bucks. That thing was a good deal. So this truck right here has over 10,000 engine hours on it, and this one has like 4,500, which is pretty sweet, and I'm excited about it. We've done a bunch of rebuilds. Like, that was me and my brother's thing. I'm the mechanic, he knows the numbers, and he can bankroll the deal, and that's what we did a lot of. And so we like buying wrecked, written off, whatever vehicles. But this is the first time we've done one like this. It was stolen, and if a vehicle is stolen in Manitoba and then registered in Manitoba, it is not a repairable, or it is not a rebuilt status. It's just a regular vehicle. And then that cuts out a bunch of steps in the safety process where you don't need to get a body integrity or a wheel alignment. So it was stolen, and I was buying it in Manitoba, but it was from an SGI auction, and that's where things screwed us up. I didn't realize that transferring from Saskatchewan to Manitoba, even if it was just stolen and not in an accident, then they require you to do a body integrity and that sort of thing. So it is now a rebuild status truck, which sucks. If I knew that, I probably would have paid less or not bought it, but I'm not disappointed about it. I think it's an awesome truck. We bought it for $27,700, and I would say it had between $3,000 and $4,000 worth of stuff in it. Had like a brand new slip tank. We got a bunch of Milwaukee tools, bunch of rigid tools, bunch of sockets and wrenches and chisel sets. scanners. This thing was loaded. This was like what my truck is if someone stole it, loaded up with tools. So I'm really excited about it. Now, this is a lot bigger truck than this. This is a small truck. I'm used to driving GMs. I'm used to how they feel. I'm used to the mirrors, everything. This truck, I'm having a hard time with visibility. The cab's way bigger. You got a big dead spot in the back because it's a mega cab. And the mirrors kind of suck unless they're flipped out, and they still kind of suck. But I love the interior. I love the power. This thing's got more power, and it's only on tune number 2 right now. And it's still got more power than that truck. And like it just like when it shifts down, it just pulls, man. This thing's got a lot of low end torque. I love all the lights. I'm a big sucker for clearance lights. The old 6.5 diesel that I had those, and I think those are awesome. And it just feels solid, super sturdy. I do a bunch of towing, and that's when this thing shines. So I'm really enjoying it. It needs some parts, needs a bit of work. I'm gonna hopefully find a parts truck. But like this fender flare is missing, and it's missing the inner fender in here. It could use tires. And then obviously it needs the radio. But the interior is super nice. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, all the stuff. And this is what I'm talking about when people say the horse girl thing. I'll show you. This is specifically what I think of, but I think it's sweet. Like, it's cool. It's got this nice leather pouch, and like I think this is nicer, sturdier leather than just your regular black leather Laramie. Maybe I'm special, and maybe it's not. But then it comes to this. This is why I wanted a mega cab right here, fellas. Seats are all the way back in the front, and they're not touching. In that truck, if we had car seats in it, the seats had to go all the way forward, and I was hugging the steering wheel. And like that seat, there's tons of room in between. So that's pretty cool. I took the middle headrest out so I could see something. But I do like that sliding window. That's fun. Sunroof, also pretty cool. Don't really need the DVD player. And then I'm loving all the storage. Tons of storage room back there. Super nice, rear heated seats. It's a good towing truck. And we're gonna work the bag off this thing and make it pay, because that's the only way I can afford it. But yeah, lights are cool. These lights right here, they don't work right now because we don't have the radio in, and I think they're programmed through the radio. Other super nice thing, other than that tailgate that I screwed up, literally the first day I drove it, first 10 minutes, that made me super mad. I'm gonna do something to fix it, but already comes with a gooseneck in it. Sure, it's not a hideaway ball like that one. Like that one just has a ball right in the floor. You pull it out and it's just a smooth thing. But I also didn't have to install anything. Right there, you can see our raise hitch that I built for the fuel trailer. It raises the hitch up like 4 or 5 inches. This truck, man, it's big and it sits high in the back. It rides really smooth, but because it sits so high, we don't need that raised hitch at all. You just use a regular hitch, and I like it. And sure, everyone says the IFS runs nicer down the road, but that truck's got loose ball joints. It's old, like a lot of kilometers on it. Doesn't feel so sturdy and safe anymore, whereas this thing, it's a unit. The biggest thing I'm gonna have to get used to is just visibility and learning where the truck is. But that's it, and I'm super excited. The only reason I went to a Cummins or a Dodge is the mega cab, and I don't know, I'm liking it. It shifts good. It shifts quicker than that truck. I'm not saying I like the transmission in here better, because it's not better than the Allison at stock power levels, and I hopefully don't chew this one up, but we're trying to take her easy, and I'm a big fan right now. I really like how it drives and handles. That's the truck. We had to do a body integrity, safety, all that sort of jazz, but we're on the road with it now, and I like it a lot. I've usually had white vehicles, a lot of white vehicles. So black vehicle, haven't had too many of those, but hey, your classic big black Dodge Ram with the tow mirrors out, that's gonna be me ripping around. But I think you get the pass with the dually. You guys let me know. I do want to get new tires, and if I buy a parts truck, it'll come with rims and tires, which would be nice, because these rims are kind of, well, they've seen some stuff, and I could get rid of the black. I'm not going to, because it's going to be too much work, but I think it would look sharp with some nice shiny rims on it. I used to be a black on black guy, but things have changed now. Tell you what, I wouldn't have hit that box scraper if I had that backup camera. Actually, you know what? I would have, because the tailgate was folded down. And I parked it right there, which I back up from the shop over there and then back right into that. From a driving standpoint, I am also really liking the exhaust brake, the engine brake. That does a ton, and if I use that, I'll use my brakes a lot less. I'm really enjoying the lighting setup. The lighting is just nicer setup than what my Duramax was. And yeah, the dash, it's a good upgrade. I also really like that the tuner's on a dial. Like, I can just spin this while I'm driving and it changes my tune, whereas the other one I'd have to shut it off, program it would take a while, and you couldn't change it on the fly. As far as aftermarket parts, there is that tuner that I just showed you, which is worth a decent amount, as well as we've got a proper intake, proper EGR delete, not just a bypass, and then downpipe and exhaust with just a nice muffler in there so it's not too drony on the highway. All those things are worth a lot. To buy a tuned and properly deleted truck with low kilometers on it, it's going to save the life of this thing a lot. And currently the only thing I'm worried about doing or checking is the grid heater nut. If that nut would fall off on me, I would be pissed. As far as the fuses fixing everything, like, it fixed 4 problems with just putting fuses in, and they weren't blown, they were just missing. Andrew made a good point. I bet you this guy, because he was clearly a mechanic, we got tons of tools out of this thing, probably had something that blew fuses and was just stealing them out of the truck. Anyways, a lot of you guys wanted to see the truck, what I got. That's a little bit about it. I appreciate you guys hanging out, watching, taking interest in this sort of thing. We'll see you on the next one, guys.